Hey guys, how's everyone doing? It's Nick with Urban Farm Boys. Today is the day I've been waiting for since about September last year. It's officially warm enough that all of my plants can go outside onto my front porch so I can build my little front porch jungle, which is pretty much my favorite thing about this house. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. It's the very end of April and the weather has turned. It's now warm enough at night. It's like in the 50s at night. It's going to be in the 80s this week during the day, high 70s, low 80s. It is time. So I thought I would take you guys with me. I'll show you kind of my setup that I keep my plants in for the winter. And then we're going to build my planty jungle on the front porch. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching. Give the video a like if you're into it and if you'd like to see more plant content. So this is basically my plant room that I put most of my plants in during the winter, although I kind of have plants all over the house. But this is just kind of like a little walk-through room between the front entrance and our kitchen. And I have all these baker's racks. I bought these at home. If you live in America, there's at home all over the country. And I have a bunch of baker's racks. Those ones are like half-sized because they're on what's actually a wine rack. But then I have 3 more in here where I keep all my plants. And I have grow lights on all of them. So this is where I have the bulk of my plants. I have them all throughout the house. But it's time for them to go outside. So I'll show you the setup out there and what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is my before of the front porch. I've been cleaning it up and I've actually just been power washing, but it's a pretty big front porch. And we have it laid out so that there's kind of more of a seating area over here on this end. We have this Japanese maple and it's just bloomed in the last week. So pretty. And I love our little swing. And then this is the view from the other side. So most of my plants are going to go from about here out. Luca, are you excited for spring? So anyway, I have a big seating area over here. And I just went this morning and bought 2 more of these baker's racks like I have inside from at home. They're $100 each, so they're a little expensive, but they're perfect for plants. And I've had my other ones for years now, and they hold up well outside. I water them, I hose them down, then they go inside in the spring. So I'm excited. So this is what we're working with. And then yesterday I bought ferns. Guys, I'm filming on my phone in my car. I had to tell you, I have a trunk full of ferns and I'm so excited. Why am I so excited, you may ask? The weather is warm enough now that I can officially move all of my houseplants outside and create my front porch jungle again. And not only do I do that, but we always hang ferns on our front porch. I was about to make like a TikTok video thinking there was some sort of fern gate happening. It is almost May and there have been no ferns in any of the plant shops. Last year we bought ferns in like March. And I've literally been going to Lowe's twice a week for a month waiting for ferns, but today they had them and I have 5 and the weather is nice. And I just finished my last day of working 6 days a week for a month straight. And so it's plant time. So I'm going to go home and get to work on converting my porch into a jungle. And we have a friend visiting this week and it's going to be really weird filming with her there, but I don't care. I'm going to figure it out. I'm so excited. We love having ferns out on the porch. These are Boston ferns. I cannot keep them alive inside the house, but they do really well out here on the porch all spring and summer. And they look like little babies right now, but they'll vine down and get really pretty and give kind of a New Orleans vibe. So I got some junk out here too because I've been tidying. But here's the beginning. So basically I have to go inside. I have to disconnect all of the grow lights from my baker's racks because I have them zip tied onto those and I'm not taking the grow lights outside. So we'll do that and then we have to remove all the plants from the racks, move the racks out here, and then the fun part comes where I get to decorate. So hang out with me, grab yourself something to drink, a project, maybe a crochet project if you're one of my crochet friends, and let's turn this porch into a planty jungle. Okay, 2 down, 1 to go. I'm going to dismantle the other rack and then we're going to get everybody outside. Okay, we're dismantled. I think this rack over here I'm going to leave because I don't necessarily want every single plant out on the porch, and this is kind of like a little moment. So I think I'm going to leave that one for now, but let's relocate everybody outside and see how it's looking. Whew, I'm sweaty already. There's a bird making a nest above my speaker up there, and he keeps hopping up my plant racks to bring leaves up into his nest. It's kind of cute. We'll leave him. So this is the foundation, basically. Doesn't look like much, but I'm gonna move all the plants out here and style and decorate. It got a little bit cloudy just now. It's still super warm, but better lighting, I think, for the video. So time to bring plants outside. I forget that I have a microphone on, so I can talk to you guys even when I'm really far away from the camera. I can even talk to you guys when I'm inside. I'm trying to choose some of the bigger plants that need to go on the top racks because I have limited space for plants that are going to grow tall. My God, I'm so excited already. I might take this big ficus burgundy out of this pot for spring watering. It's in a terracotta, and that might be better. A little bit wobbly. We'll figure that out. But I do think I'll leave this pot for something else. This snake plant is one of my absolute favorite plants of all time. I have it in this big basket, and I haven't watered it all winter out of laziness, basically, because there's no drainage like collection in here. So if you water it, it'll just run through the basket. So rather than getting something to collect excess water, I just haven't watered it all winter. But I love how tall it is. And last year I had it right here, and I think I'm going to do the same this year. I love this plant. He must be so thirsty. As I'm taking everybody out, I'm seeing some yellowing leaves, so we're just giving everyone a tidy while we're here. Everybody's gonna get a haircut and a bath and some food. The styling will take some time, but let's get them out first. I'm a little nervous about putting my Thai constellation in Lekka out here. I'm afraid it might grow some algae, but that's fine. It won't hurt the plant. But it's got a new leaf coming out. I'm so excited, but I want to showcase it. So I just have to find the right place for it. I also think sometimes, because we get a lot of deliveries, so our property is very private, but we have a lot of delivery people that come up here. And I'm always like, would anyone steal a plant? I don't think so. Can you guys see? I kind of want to highlight my Thai constellation right here. Maybe, maybe not. It's tall, so it needs to go up high. All of these are tall. I might actually end up folding some of these shelves up so I can have taller plants. That gives me less shelf space. Wow, that was hard to say. Less shelf space. I have the prettiest leaf. I have to show you my philodendron ring of fire. Look at this new leaf. Isn't that pretty? I feel like this year is the year this plant's really gonna take off. Yeah, I feel like I need to sacrifice some of my shelf space to let some of these plants get bigger. But I think it'll be worth it. I'm really nervous that I'm going to lift all these shelves up to put bigger plants on them, and then they're going to come falling down and crush the plants, but it's alright. I'm just getting everybody outside. I will give you the full tour once everyone's out here. If you guys have seen any of my other planty videos, I have 4 plants that I've been trying to grow up moss poles, fairly unsuccessfully, but they're pretty tall. I think I'm going to put them down there. I actually bought more moss poles this week because I think I'm going to actually try more. I couldn't keep them moist enough inside, but it's really easy when they're out here. So let's see. There's 2. And the other 2. Okay. I'm going to move you guys over. I have plenty of plants on this side, but I want to put some over there. So let's see. And we'll do this angle for a little bit. I'm going to move that big ficus because you can't see anything behind it. Some of these plants are just too big. Chat dog. This is fun. I've got plenty more plants, but I have to go upstairs and see what I have up there because I have some big ones that I want to make sure get some prime real estate out here. I have a bunch of cacti in my bathroom upstairs too, but those are going to go out by the pool. I'll show you that afterward. But let me go see what's upstairs. I knew I had this guy. This is my philodendron bilietiae. He's been growing pretty wonky upstairs, but I've kind of trained him upright. And I think with the light out here, he'll straighten up. I hope. Oh, let's see. He took the stump from my ficus burgundy, but I have more stumps. So maybe I can do something. These stumps are heavy too. Maybe you can go here. I think that's maybe not the worst place for it. I gotta train him upward too, but that's a pretty good zone, I think. Okay. It's coming together. Let's see what else I got in here. I have this little Adansonii, small form, I think, that has never been happy. Ever. Not inside, not outside, but it doesn't totally die. Kind of annoying, but maybe I'll repot it one of these days. But in the meantime, I think it'll be happier out here. It's kind of ugly though, so he doesn't get prime real estate. Running out of space. That's a good spot for you. This, what do you call it? Hoya has mealy bugs on it, I can see that. But I'm gonna treat everybody with pest control. And mealy bugs are about the easiest pest to deal with, so we'll deal with that momentarily. Oh, hi. You wanna be in the video? Wanna talk to the peeps? Alright, I'm running out of space here. I got space actually. Okay. Yes. We have space. Okay. What do you think? I hear your tail slapping my plants already. This poor bird, he's so annoyed. He's literally trying to build his nest. Every time I come out here, he flies away, but we'll be friends eventually. Okay, we're getting toward the end, I think. I better go look upstairs again. It's looking really good. I can't wait to show you guys. Steve, if you're watching, this is your mother of millions. Still not really growing, but putting off babies. I don't understand this plant, but I'm not giving up. Your spider plant is over here somewhere, also not growing. Ugh. I might put that big fiddly fig on the stump in that corner. If you've watched any of my plant videos in the past, you'll know I don't even like this plant, but it's growing well. Oh, we're leaning a little bit. We gotta repot you, but it's actually kind of cute, right? Sort of fills up the corner. I think we'll leave it like that for now. It'll correct itself. Okay, what else? We're nearing the end here. I think we're close to being done. There's a bee buzzing right around my camera. But yeah, I think I'm going to do one last look in the house, and then I'm going to get the hose out here and give everybody a water, and then I'll give you a tour. There's a little birthday party happening at my one and only neighbor's house, and there's like 3 babies crying, so sorry if you can hear that. Okay, quick story time. When I was like 6, my family took a trip to Turkey, and we stayed in this resort, and it had a disco on site, so every night all the families would go to the disco, and it had a disco ball, and little 5 or 6-year-old me thought the disco ball was the coolest thing I had ever seen, and I wanted one. And I was like 5 or 6, and I told my dad, I've wanted one of those my whole life, and he thought that was the funniest thing. And we make that joke to this day. Anytime you say you want something, it's like, oh, have you wanted that your whole life? In this case, I literally have. I'm almost 40. I saw somebody on YouTube, I'm not sure who was making a plant video. They make a lot of plant videos, and they had a disco ball hanging in their plant room. And when the light shone on it, it did like the disco thing all over the room, and I thought that was cool. And I was like, guess what? I'm almost 40. I can get myself a freaking disco ball if I want. So I haven't known what to do with it, but I think I'm gonna hang it up by the bird up there, because in the evening the sun comes down and I think it'll shine on here, and I'm hoping it'll make kind of a cool effect. If you think this is stupid, I don't care, because guess what? I've wanted this my whole life. So I'm gonna see if I can hang this disco ball. Andrew's gonna hate it. He already hated it when he saw me take it out of the box. But you know what? He didn't want it his whole life. I did. Let's see if I can reach here. Oh God, this is not really a chair for standing on. Okay, plan B. Let's not kill ourselves over a disco ball. Hold on. Excuse me, excuse me. All right, let's see. I mean, it sort of exactly fits. It's gonna be subtle, right? You won't notice it behind the plants. But if the sun shines on it, you'll be like, whoa, why is the porch twinkling? Whoops. Okay, I might tidy that up later, but I wanted one of those my whole life. And now I have one. All right, time to water. We just had the irrigation company come yesterday to turn everything on, and a lot of our hoses, we have like 5 on the property, but 3 or 4 of them are connected to the irrigation system, so when that's off, these don't work. So I haven't been able to use my hose since September, and these guys are about to get the best bath ever. My God, I'm so excited. I feel like this ficus is going to tip over. I've done that more than once in my plant watering videos from last year. But this guy hasn't had a bath all winter. He's been so dusty. So if he tips over, I'll catch him. These stumps, we have like 4 or 5 of them. They're from a tree that fell down right on the border of our property with our neighbors. Luckily it was on their property, so it was their problem. It fell into our front yard. The neighbor came and chopped it all up, and I was like, can I keep a few of those stumps? So I haven't treated them. They're not really waterproof, but they have algae, like moss growing on them. I like the look. Oh God, this guy's like, thank you, I'm so dusty. Okay, let me adjust the camera and we'll get to the next zone. I don't know if you guys can even see me. Can you see me? I love these plants that I have in leca in glass because they have that drainage hole that I drilled into them. I made a video about how to do that if you're curious, but you can just water them as much as you want and they just drain out perfectly. Oh my God, my snake plant. I know this basket probably shouldn't get wet, but it does. It will. It'll be fine. My snake plant hasn't been watered in 6 months. Or dusted. This is so satisfying. This is literally my happy place. In the summer, you'll see I'm out here all year long. This is the plant that tips over all the time, or it did last year. It's getting so big. I bought it big, but it's grown so much since I got it. All of our cushions are like for the pool, so they're waterproof. They get wet, they dry. It's fine. Andrew wants to buy some new ones this year anyway, so I don't worry about getting them wet. And I have, if you've seen, you will in a minute, I have rugs out here too, but they're outdoor rugs. They get wet. I wash them, I power wash them. They're fine. These ferns were watered yesterday when I bought them. The guy was literally watering them, so I'm not going to water my ferns today, but just a couple more over here. Okay, I think we're officially watered, so let me get this hose out of the way and then I'll give you guys the tour. This is my view. from my porch swing. I'm already obsessed. But got a little monstera adansonii there on a stump. And then one of my deliciosa cuttings and leca on the table. And then I'll just give you guys the tour. I'm not going to name every plant, but just take a look. Kind of obsessed with that disco ball right there. Just have to put that out there. I would say overall these plants look really good, given that they've been inside for like 7 months. They love being out on the porch, and they will... Oh, the bird is back. The bird. Look, we're already friends. See? He doesn't even mind, and I'm like 3 feet from him. Okay, you can stay. Oh, bye. I wonder if he has babies already. Is that possible? Anyway, everything looks really good. For the most part. They'll bounce back and thrive out here. So that's my porch. Pretty obsessed. This chair, I sit here like every morning with my coffee and look out over the yard. Pretty cool, huh? All right. I'm gonna relocate. That bird just has no fear. I'm gonna relocate to the backyard because I want to move all my cacti out by the pool. But I'm super happy with how this looks. Welcome to my bathroom. I don't know if you guys can see, but got all sort of like cacti, euphorbia, and some other outdoor plants in here because this room gets really good light in the winter. But I'm gonna move these guys outside to the pool, which is out that way. So I'm gonna have to go up and down the stairs many times, but let me do that and then I'll show you my cactus setup in the back. table is really full. But that's okay. Because that's all I have. I have an aloe too. It's not going to fit here, but there's another table right there. I might put it on that table. See? This is actually a, what do you call it? Snake plant, a type of snake plant. Samurai, something or other it's called. And I have a booby cactus. This is a euphorbia, one of my coworkers gave me for my birthday a couple years ago. A rickrack cactus that I burned, sorry, I'm moving, that I burned last year. But it's coming back nicely. Not sure what this guy is, I can't remember. But he grew this whole piece out here last year. And my monkey tail cactus, which has grown so much since I got him. You can see exactly where he's grown. That's my little cactus zone. I had them out right by the pool for a while last year, but I think they actually got too much sun somehow. So it's a little shaded here, and then they get like evening sun. This is the property. Andrew just got home. But we have this cover on the pool. For now, it's a solar cover, so it keeps it warm. And we just opened it, so it's a little dirty. But this is the pool zone. So, that's it for now. Plants are officially outside.